Hi guys, Craig here, Product Manager at BrokerEngine. I'm excited to announce to our AFG users the launch of our fact-find integration into Flex so that you can now easily collect fact-find information from your clients and sync that data, edit that, and then sync that data through to Flex. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through how that integration works. Firstly, I'm presuming that you have used Finance Vault before. If you haven't, please jump into the learning management system if you have access. If you don't, request access, or our knowledge base, or jump onto any one of our training calls. But I'm presuming you've already used Finance Vault before, and therefore to make use of the Flex Fact Find, jump into the portal, select your stack that you wish to update. So in my case, I use one called Craig's Stack. And what I'm wanting to do here is make sure that going forward, Craig's Stack has the correct fact find template to use. I'm going to come down to my one that I call fact find, but you might call it differently. And then I'm going to click on the edit pen here. From here, I'm going to choose the template I wish to use. You will only see a few here because you won't have as many as I do. And I'm going to use the template, this one here. So just always look out for the latest version. This one's called version 6. So I'm going to use that one here. And I'm going to click Use Template. So in this case, I'm going to click Use Template on that one and then click Save. And now I'm going to click Save on the document stack because I've now added that fact find to that stack. I can also just manually add in the fact find if I wish to the request by just doing it like so. And again, just selecting the fact find I wish to add. So if you want to do it sort of ad hoc, you can certainly do that as well by just manually adding it like I have there. But typically I'm going to do my stack, I'm going to click Request All, and then I'm going to publish this to make any edits I want to make, and then publish this to my client. Once published, your client will get a link, and when they open it up, they will see what they would normally see, and then click on Open Fact Find. The client will open the fact find, and they can now complete the fact find. A couple of notes on the fact find. We do things like enforcing 3 years employment history. So if the user types in addresses with start dates, totaling less than 3 years, we'll keep asking them for their previous address until we have 3 years in total. We do the same thing for employment as well. So we keep asking for previous employment details to ensure that you get 3 years history. So presuming the client's completed the fact find and so on, it'll now come back to you to check that fact find. To check the fact find, I've got one here that I've completed earlier. You just click on View here, so click on Fact Find, then click on View. And from here, if you wish, you can lock the client out whilst you're editing. So from here, you can actually now edit this. You can sort of have a look at it, update anything that's not correct, change anything you like. And while you're doing that, you may prefer to lock the client out. So by clicking on the lock button, that'll just ensure the client can't edit it from their side, but you still can. So you go through, you can check all the items. What's important as you go through here is the information that will be integrated through to Flex. So we have this little cloud icon to indicate the fields that are linked up to Flex. Not all fields are linked up to Flex. A good example of fields not linked up to Flex would be living expenses. So we've laid out living expenses like this. The only field that Flex accepts is the subtotal field. So, you can break all this down into whatever you like, and then but only the subtotal will actually integrate through to Flex. Similar to loan features, most of these things do not integrate through to Flex, as you can see here. Now, once you've sort of checked out the fact find and you're happy with it and you've made your edits, you can now click on the sync icon here and click sync with Flex. Importantly, you've got to do the sync from here for now. If you want to sync the fact find, you've got to do it from here. Shortly, you'll do it in the one spot on the deal, and I'll show you that in a second. When you've synced, it'll show up this modal here, and we're just sort of pointing you to a few little, not necessarily bugs, but perhaps things to double check or make sure you triple check in Flex, because sometimes there's limitations with the API that we can't integrate everything or link up everything. From there, you can now open up Flex if you wish, and then review and continue on your way. And one point to note is you've got the Flex integration here, so you don't want to use that one to sync the fact find. You want to use the one on the fact find itself. Again, shortly they will be combined. There'll only be one sync button. The reason we did that is just so we could roll this out in beta, so that people could still sync the deal to create a quick opportunity without having completed the fact find. If you wish to if you have done it from here and you wish to sync again, just open this up and click disconnect from Flex. And once you've disconnected from Flex, you can now actually resync the fact find. Now, from time to time, we'll be making changes to this template, adding in extra functionality, more automation, and so on. So we will be making change to our base template. With that said, you are now welcome to, if you want to make some changes to the template, let us know what you want to change. You may wish to lay out living expenses in a different way. You may wish to remove the signing part or add different questions in or things like that. So let us know. Some things we wouldn't touch, so for example, anything that's sort of got a sync field, we could certainly change the language and things like that, but we can't, for example, there's things that we wouldn't want to touch because it might break the integration. So if there are things you want to change, please let us know, and we can make those changes for you on your template only. But again, we'll be rolling out improvements over time as well. So keep an eye out for those. All right, guys, hope that helps. And any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to us.